All right, Nick, the big game of the season. That's right, the Mexico game. The teams go down, I believe it's called Aztec Stadium, 49ers versus Cardinals. This is a big divisional match on big Monday night game. This is the first out of country game, Nick, that is on prime time. All the other ones were the early games. So maybe if you're 49ers Cardinals, this one means a little bit more to you. And, we want to ask the 49ers fans in the comments below to let us know this is a big game against a big divisional opponent. Go ahead and give us your final score of the game. What is the score of the game going to be? Let us know in the comments below. But Nick, what do you have on this matchup against San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals?
Yeah, so the San Francisco 49ers, obviously, this is a team last year made it all the way to the NFC Championship game, had a lead in the fourth quarter. They're sitting at 5-4 in the NFC West. That's kind of underwhelmed a little bit. You have the Seahawks surprisingly lead that division. But the 49ers, obviously, they add McCaffrey. They look much more dynamic with him. They look like a legitimate football team, especially as they get healthy. Their defense is outstanding as always, the number one ranked defense in the NFL in terms of yards per game given up. So this is a chance right here for the 49ers. I think they go into this game, according to ESPN, they're 8-point favorites. FPI gives them a 68.2% chance to win. So again, they're big favorites going into a game against a division rival, neutral site, like you said, in Mexico City. This is a chance for the 49ers to make a big statement, because what do good teams do, Mice? They win the games they're supposed to win and win them handily. This is a chance for the 49ers. You've got the Cardinals that are kind of sprawling. They're flailing around a little bit. They've battled through injuries. Kyler Murray, Cliff Kingsbury have all kind of issues. We don't think they're very good. They've got the players, but they got some internal stuff going on. It's just not clicking right for that organization. This is a chance for the 49ers to make a powerful statement to shut down that Kingsbury and Kyler Murray offense, give up 10 points, 13 points, something like that, really bog them down, control the game on your side with Deebo Samuel, Christian McCaffrey, that running game, get some big plays, either Deebo Samuel in the passing game or George Kittle or Ayuk or Jawan Jennings or any of these guys. Just kind of play a good, fundamentally sound start to finish game. Because like last week, they beat the Chargers, but it was kind of a close game. It was a battle that the 49ers had overcome and the Chargers were beat up. I'm looking for the 49ers this month on Monday night to kind of lead from the end of the start of the game beginning and lead from the beginning of the game to the end, kind of a wire to wire dominating performance, because they need to make that statement to prove that they're a legitimate contender again. Just a complete and total victory is exactly what they need. And I think they get that against a flailing Arizona Cardinals team.
Oh, and you're exactly right, Nick, because if you just look at the numbers per PFF, this is the number 6 overall ranked 49ers team versus the 29th overall Cardinals team.
Yeah.
They got to come out and make a big statement here. This is a divisional opponent who is probably the weakest opponent in your division. You have to come out and get a strong win, a dominating performance, which you can do, especially with added firepower when you have Christian McCaffrey back there. You got Deebo Samuel, like you said, two guys that McCaffrey can be a receiver, Deebo Samuel can be a running back, and vice versa. These are two extremely versatile players, two guys who really, anytime they're on the field, you don't know how to cover them or what to do when they're out there. So I think that lines up pretty well against the Cardinals, whose secondary maybe isn't the best outside of Budda Baker, who's a phenomenal player. And then just the defense of the Cardinals in general just hasn't really been what it needed to be this year. Ranked 26th this season per PFF. And then, quite frankly, the offense hasn't been what it needed to be either. They're ranked 28th. So I think this is a big game for the 49ers. And I think this is a season-defining moment for them. If you win this one and keep going on down the stretch, you're in good shape. Because, Nick, quite frankly, they have a tough schedule slated ahead. You get the Cardinals, which you should win this game. Then you go play the Saints, who is a tough game, but you should win. Then you got the Dolphins. You got a kind of charging back Buccaneers team. You got Seattle. So there's some tough games down the stretch. So this is the start of a much-needed winning streak for the 49ers, Nick.
Yeah, and one of the things I'm really excited to see, so I don't know if you paid attention to a lot what's been going on with the 49ers social media stuff the past week. Have you heard anything about this Trent Williams debate? And is he tipping plays? Is he not tipping plays? Have you heard any of that?
I have not.
So it's this kind of thing. It's this stupid reporter in San Francisco that's been really critical. I think it's Cohn is his last name or something like that. He's been very critical of Trent Williams, saying, he's tipping his plays, how his feet is set up and things like that. And that's hurting the 49er offense. There's been a lot of backlash against that. It's been kind of entertaining, to be honest, for me. But when I look at Trent Williams, he's such a dominating player and such an important player. He's probably the best left tackle in football, whether it's his athletic ability, run blocking, point of attack, cutting people off, pass blocking. He does it all. I'm really excited to see what he does here, because this is a guy I I think is more important than Debo Samuel. I know a lot of people are going to raise their eyebrows when they hear that. I think it's going to be more important than McCaffrey. Trent Williams is such a dominating physical, just freak of nature at left tackle. Him playing well, like he's done for most of the season, is crucial to this 49ers football team. And I look for him. I'm sure he's a player. He's heard all this noise. He's heard all that criticism in the blogosphere and the news and the media about him in San Francisco. I think he comes out and has a statement performance against the Cardinals. I think that the 49ers as a team do, but I'm looking for Trent Williams specifically to have a dominating performance. Miles, I'm looking for like a 27-10, 31-10 San Francisco route. The Cardinals never really threatened. A 49ers start strong, finish strong. It's never really that close a game. I'm looking for a big 49ers statement win.
Yeah, I'd say something probably around there. I don't think the Cardinals get more than one touchdown, and I think 49ers are going to come out and dominate, like you said. I think they're going to run the ball very well. I think they're going to throw the ball very well. I'm looking in that 30 range, whether I'd lean towards, like what you said, 31-10, somewhere around there.